Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is that? Oh, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some news. So we're right into it. We're going to start with NFL. So the Dolphins, they lost last night to the Steelers, including the playoffs. The Dolphins have lost 13 straight games in sub-40-degree weather, with sub-40 temperatures at kickoff, with their last such win coming in 2016 in Buffalo. I think it's 13, 14 straight games or something like that, which is really embarrassing. So, 4 teams can clinch playoff spots in Week 16. 4 of them don't need any help winning, they're in, and one of those is Seattle on Thursday night. The Eagles can clinch the division Saturday. The Patriots a playoff spot Sunday night, and the 49ers a playoff spot. So pretty much they're winning, they're in. Winning, they're in. So, per the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, he underwent surgery in Dallas with Dr. Dean Cooper to repair the tear in his left ACL. He will immediately begin his rehab process. And the typical recovery for an injury like that is about 9 months, which would be about September 15th, putting him up against the start of the 2026 season. So, we'll see if he starts the start of next season, if he's out or not. So, I guess this is kind of some NFL draft news. Texas quarterback Arch Manning will return to school for the 2026 season. I mean, he probably fell down draft boards, but I felt like he was going to return regardless. Like, he's got better as the seasons went along. He's had his downs, super downs, but he's had some really good games to end the season. Good, he's returning. There's AFC and NFC playoff scenarios. I'm not going to go... I guess I'll go over them. Broncos, Jaguars, Denver clinches the AFC West Division title with the AFC's number 1 seed, lone first round bye, home field advantage with a Denver win, plus a Chargers loss or tie, plus a New England loss, plus a Buffalo loss or tie. They clinch the AFC West Division title with a Denver win, plus a Chargers loss or tie, or a Denver tie plus a Chargers loss. The Buffalo clinches a playoff spot. Buffalo win plus Indianapolis loss or tie, or Buffalo win plus Houston loss or tie, or Buffalo tie plus I'm just gonna say Colts loss, or Buffalo tie plus Houston loss, and yada yada yada. I don't feel like going over all this. It's too much to read with all these playoff scenarios, man. There's just a bunch of scenarios. Commanders made roster moves. Who cares? Sean McVay says that Davante Adams, quote, felt it with his hamstring for Sunday, but won't rule him out for Thursday yet. They're probably going to rule him out. I don't think he's going to play on Thursday. The Jets announced they released veteran receiver Allen Lazard. He'll be a Steeler next season, probably. So, asked today by reporters if he's considering replacing quarterback Tua Tagovailoa, Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel replied, end quote, everything is on the table. You might as well just start Quinn Ewers at this point. See what Quinn Ewers can do, because he's just trash. And their other quarterbacks are Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers. I would just give Quinn Ewers the chance these last few games to just see what he can do. Former Packers third-round pick Marshawn Lloyd, whom the team was hoping to have return this season, suffered another hamstring injury in recent days. His return is now at best delayed, if not derailed. Yeah, he's always hurt. Texans have signed Jawar Jordan to the active roster from the practice squad. Bam Knight, the Cardinals placed their running back on season-ending injured reserve. Bills signed Michael Badgley to their practice squad. Titans made some roster moves. The Bears listed Romeo Dunze and Luther Burden as non-participants in today's walkthrough practice. Just a walkthrough, probably. I think it's probably just out of precaution for both of them. We'll see if Dunze might not play Saturday, but we'll see. But this is just walkthroughs. Yeah, it's really all for Schefter. There really isn't much besides what I went over. Levante Adams is considered week to week per rap sheet, so a good update, all things considered, but there's probably a chance he doesn't play this week. So the Eagles listed Saquon Barkley as it did not practice in today's practice projection. The team held a walkthrough. Still no practices for Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter. You know, Zach Bond, Jalen Phillips were full practices. Tank Bixby was limited. And Saquon Barkley will probably play. I don't know about Lane Johnson and Jalen Carter. Giants claim former Patriots linebacker Caleb Murphy, the number one order in the claiming order. They waived Younghoe Koo, so Younghoe Koo is gone. I think Snoop's doing the halftime party or whatever the hell it is on Netflix, the NFL Christmas game. One of the NFL Christmas games. But yeah, that's really it, honestly, for the news for NFL. There was some more playoff clinching scenarios, but it's just too much to read. So we do have some baseball, a little bit. So let's start here. Per Jeff Passion from MLB Deadline News. The Rangers have agreed to terms with free agent Chris Martin. He had a 2.98 ERA last year in 42 innings, 43 strikes, and a 1.2 whip. Hopefully he can stay healthy and bring him back for another year. He's still pitching well, man, even though he feels like he's 50 at this point. Chris Martin, the dude from Coldplay. See out there cooking. So the hashtag Reds have agreed to terms with free agent left-hander Kyle Ferguson. The Reds, oh man. The Reds did something, man. Mid. But yeah, they signed Kyle Ferguson. The D-backs are, end quote, kicking the tires on free agent infielder Alex Bergman. The hell is kick the tires? I don't know what's kicking the tires. All these nerd words. M equals MC squared. M equals MC squared. The Giants have agreed to terms with free agent starter Adrian Houser on a 2-year contract for $22 million per Jeff Passion. I think it's about $11 million. He had a 3.31 ERA last year in 125 innings. We'll see how this goes for the Giants. Paid $11 million, so we'll see how this deal goes. The Giants have agreed to term with free agent right-hander Jason Foley on a major league contract per team announcement. The Giants are making some moves. Jason Foley, through career regular season, 3.16 ERA. Nationals agreed to terms with free agent left-hander Foster Griffin. I assume it showed a picture wearing a Tokyo jersey, so I assume he played in Tokyo. The Cubs have agreed to terms with free agent left-hander Caleb Thielbar at a 2.6 ERA last year. The Braves, they agreed to terms with free agent infielder Ha-Seong Kim, so he's back in Atlanta. I don't know what the contract details are, but yeah, he's back in Atlanta. I'm going to go through here and find it. It's a 1-year, $20 million contract for Ha-Seong Kim. But yeah, that's really all the MLB, honestly. So let's talk about some wrestling news now. So some stuff on Monday Night Raw last night. Austin Theory was revealed as the mystery man for helping the Vision. That's the wrestling reactors. Everyone knew it was Austin Theory. Rhea and Io vs. Kabuki Warriors for Tag Team Championships is set for Raw on January 5th. So they're really stacking this card on January 5th for Netflix. Randy Orton paid tribute to John Cena following retirement on his Instagram. I guess big news today was Mick Foley. He announced that he's parting ways with WWE due to the company's relationship with Donald Trump. Yesterday, I believe he questioned how any of his WWE colleagues can stand with Donald Trump, and he announced that he's parting ways. I'm not gonna get too much into politics. Like, it's not my thing. I'm a sports channel, but yeah, that was really the big news. Was that? I mean, I don't know. People are saying, "Oh, no need to announce your departure." I mean, what was that? I guess. Seth Rollins, Mount Rushmore heels: Ric Flair, Harley Race, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and Triple H. I think he says on some I think it was on a podcast. I don't know. He explained why it's easier to be a bad guy than a good guy in 2025, and I feel like it's always easier to be a heel, especially in Triple H's because if a babyface, you gotta chase that title, man, and after that, your title reigns are just boring. But yeah, that was kind of the wrestling news from WrestleLots here. Go to Cultaholic. So this is coming from the Wrestling Observer. WWE is reportedly, thanks for grain of salt, blindsided by the reaction of John Cena losing his retirement match. I'm just gonna take this with a grain of salt. There's no way they were blindsided. I swear Meltzer has to be the dumbest wrestling news journalist ever. No way he was blindsided. They were blindsided by this. Stop. For NBA, let's move on. So, an angry Warriors fan emailed the Warriors owner, Joe Lakeman. He actually responded. He said, "Please do something about this team. What's Steph's supposed to do? What Steph need to do every night to win? Drop 50? Question mark. Team is need a real second option. Jimmy Tools are being underutilized because he's playing as a power forward due to the small position players. We have no true center. I am so frustrated. Thanks, Justin." He said, "You can't be as frustrated as me. I'm working on its complicated style of play, coaches' desires regarding players, league trends. Jimmy's not the problem." Oh boy. He didn't even say Jimmy was the problem. He pretty much threw Steve under the bus. Bro, he said that from his iPhone. It said sent from my iPhone. He didn't even use his computer. Sent that shit from his iPhone. But yeah, I mean, I've been complaining about Jimmy Butler playing power forward. The small guards, small position players. Hopefully he does something deadline. The Raptors are showing interest in Domantas Sabonis and Anthony Davis per Jake L. Fisher. So Raptors are showing interest in a big man. Man, I'm saying AD to Canada. The Milwaukee Bucks are doing everything in their power to convince Giannis to stay and have expressed interest in Zach LaVine and Jeremy Grant, as well as players like Andrew Wiggins, Marcus Smart, and DeJounte Murray in the past, trying to convince Giannis to stay with Zach LaVine. Sure, man. Jason Williams predicts that Giannis and John Morant will end up in Miami. Okay, man. Chet Holmgren remains favored to win Depoy, whatever. Anonymous NBA scout says Cameron Boozer doesn't have the potential to be like the best player, doesn't have the potential to be the best player in a championship team like Darren Pacer and AJ DeBonsta do. What in the hell? The bar's hell low to be an NBA scout. Just dead wrong. He's the best player on Duke. Stop. Oh, they're anonymous because they say stupid shit. Pat Beverly's signing a deal overseas to play somewhere. Chris Paul reported he tried to get Brook Lopez to help him get his spot back with the Los Angeles Clippers. Jeff Teague says Cade Cunningham should win MVP over players like SGA, Luka, and Jokic because he's one of the few playing without bona fide star on his team. I would agree. I mean, I don't know if I would agree with that. The Nets are looking to trade Cam Thomas, but there simply isn't a market for him. Do you think there would be? But yeah, it's kind of all I gotta say for this video, for this news. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Take time out. Peace.